hasn't taken long for them to get so big they pose a serious risk to the cars that hit them. As James Thomas reports, when councils fail to fix them, angry drivers look for ways to make them pay.
Australia's roads are supposed to be first world, not third world.
Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne, Adelaide and Perth.
It's a disgrace. Here we are in 2011 in one of the richest nations in the world, and there are potholes everywhere.
And every day, motorists, cyclists and motorbikes fall victim to roads which are falling apart.
Thousands of cars are smashing themselves on potholes like this every day. And potholes like this, and half of them are the result of dodgy repairs.
It's not the first time Today Tonight has raised the issue of our sinking streets. But motoring expert John Cadodian says authorities will only listen if voters bang down their door.
If you're not happy about the way things are, if the roads are falling apart, arc up, have a big fat complaint at your local council or to your local member.
Yeah, I've tried to contact the lady that deals with all the claims at the Wyndham City Council. Each time I've gone in there, she's never there. I've tried on the phone, can't get through. Always speaking to someone else, so I think she's trying to dodge me.
Brett O'Donnell was driving home from his girlfriend's when, smack bang out of nowhere, he hit this.
Damaged both my rims on the left side, Bluetooth tyres, struts, power, a lot of other stuff underneath the car.
Thanks to council incompetence, his car was wrecked. But, surprise, surprise, Wyndham City Council see it differently.
Yeah, the council's pretty much said not getting in conversation.
It's a cruel story, and one we've heard all too often before.
The damages that are being done are simply because they haven't fulfilled their obligation.
It's not my fault I hit the pothole. No one expected a pothole just to appear in the road.
Armies of motorists have told us their pothole stories. Thousands of dollars spent fixing cars, tyres, rims, and for some, the stakes are much higher.
I didn't actually believe it when the lawyer told me. He said that it would just literally, he's seen people go bankrupt trying to sue them.
Autumn Adams spoke to us last year. She lost her fiancé Steve Bolcher after he died when his motorbike hit a pothole. She is left to raise her child, Calypso, by herself.
I've got nothing of that life left now because of that road, because of a hole in that road.
If I drive my car over a pothole and do serious damage to my car, or if I'm in a bicycle and I have a serious accident, am I entitled to sue the state government, for this injury?
Sadly, the RTA has been set up pretty much as a law unto themselves. They're exempt from normal civil legal action. Even if you've got the best lawyer in the state, you probably wouldn't land a punch on the RTA.
Andrew Stoner is the Shadow Roads Minister for New South Wales, but soon he could be in power and therefore responsible for some of the worst roads in the country.
Will you make the RTA more accountable and make it possible for people like me to sue the government when I hit a pothole?
I want to change the culture in the RTA, no doubt about that. I've got to focus the RTA.
Yeah, but what about the legislation?
Well, we'll have a look at the legislation.
In political speak, that's hardly a guarantee.
We don't know why we're paying rates. People that have bitumen roads pay the same rate.
On the Sunshine Coast, Larry Lothian says no bitumen and poor drainage are turning the roads in the Belli Park area into a nightmare. But he says the councils do very little.
This has been happening for 2 years. Every time we ring up, it's the same story. Haven't got money, haven't got money.
When it comes to potholes, it's pretty hard to find an upside, unless, of course, you manufacture tyres or you change them. The people that run this business have been flat out.
New rim on for example, a Holden, HSV Holden, you're looking about $700 or $800 a rim.
Wow, and how much for a new tyre?
Low profile tyre, anything from $400 to $500.
As the owner of the tyre business, Phil Sim and his partner Ian Turnbridge are about the only people doing well out of potholes. Until something happens to make councils and governments more accountable, the rest of us are paying through the nose.
What gobsmacks me is we keep whipping motorists hard, we keep extracting more and more revenue from them, and motorists keep getting a worse deal. We haven't even got flat roads anymore.
We've got some